Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Pinckney and I'm here representing this project from the Health Career Collaborative, Health Literacy and Underrepresented and Underserved Adolescents. So, what is health literacy? According to the Institutes of Medicine, health literacy is something that describes the degree to which an individual has the capacity to obtain, process, and understand basic information as it pertains to health services, so that they can make appropriate healthcare decisions for themselves. So, health literacy and health education for the adolescent population has actually been found to be a good predictor of health literacy and capacity to navigate the healthcare system as an adult. So there are not a lot of studies that have investigated this for young adults, and the goal of our study here was to establish baseline health literacy scores for low-income and underrepresented adolescents that were participating in the Health Career Collaborative, which is our program for a pathway to healthcare careers for high school students, and determining whether participation in such a program would increase the health literacy of those participants. What we did here was took medical school student mentors and paired them with socioeconomically disadvantaged racial, ethnic minority communities as a part of the HCC program, or our Health Career Collaborative. So the mentors were meeting bi-weekly with their mentees, and the med students were responsible for teaching the parts of this curriculum. So 9th and 10th grade students that participated worked through interactive ER cases, and 11th grade students developed projects throughout the year that span different public health modules and idea sets. And so we recruited high school students from Palo Alto, California, Boston, Massachusetts, and Austin, Texas. The survey had 33 word association questions that would evaluate students' understanding of health-related terms and concepts at the beginning of the school year, and then again at the end of the school year once they were finished participating in our program. Every survey contained language that was central to health topics that were taught throughout the curriculum. So here are some examples. These were the instructions that we provided to students, and what you could see is when we take a word like triage or hematoma, we gave them some options. Do you know what a hematoma is? I don't know was one of the options. Do you think a hematoma is related to blood or fat? So in terms of the participants that were a part of the study, the average age was 15.5 years, and you see that the majority of the participants were female, and a large number, indicated their race and ethnicity as well to fall into the more underrepresented populations that we see amongst our students. So for our results, we needed to compare the adequate and correct answers to these survey questions in students at the beginning of our curriculum, which we label as pre-test, and at the end of completing our curriculum, which we label as the post-test or the post-participation in the program. So the mean health literacy score on the pre-test was 18.4 questions correct, whereas on the post-test, we have 22 questions. The mean difference here was 3.6. Our p-value was 0.004. And students were able to increase their scores. The range there was from 1 to 6 correct answers. So for a student who got 18 questions correct on the first one, they increased their range there from either 19, perhaps all the way up to 24. And the confidence interval for all of our work was 95%. So in conclusion, we're able to see here that looking at our data, when we can make those comparisons, there was an overall improvement and increase in the number of correct answers when you compare the pre-participation to the post-participation surveys. Our results suggest that over the span of an academic year for a student participating in the Health Career Collaborative curriculum, that this contributed to the improvement in the student's overall health literacy. So what we would like to do moving forward, future studies really should administer these surveys to a larger number of students and participants to better increase the strength and power of our data. And as a team, we would like to acknowledge Mainline Health System in Wynwood, Pennsylvania for their support and their contributions to the success of this project. Thank you all very much, and we look forward to interacting with you in the live sessions.